Yokoso, my manga society. So today we have a new haul. So this will be for April. This will be April's haul. It's not too extravagant, but I did get some crazy deals that I'd like to share with you all. So first we'll start with the Barnes & Noble haul that I showed you, I think it was either last week or a couple weeks ago. So I'll show you guys what I got there. So to start off, I'm gonna show off Fool Night. So Fool Night is a manga that I have been seeing in bookstores and whatnot, and it's always piqued my interest, but I never like pulled the trigger in buying it. But this time I actually did buy it, and wow, this was such a huge surprise. It's so unique and the art style is a breath of fresh air, honestly. It's not really like anything I've seen before, and the story is just so unique. So this manga is about kind of like the society where it's always dark outside, and so there's no way for the plants to get, sunlight, and so they found a way to turn humans into plants, and that's the way they get their oxygen. And so conflicts arise, and it's just super unique. I would absolutely recommend this to anyone. Give it a try. If you don't like it, then that's fine, but at least you gave it a try. And I believe there's 4 volumes out currently, so highly recommend. So this next one I feel like many of you have probably heard of, Dogsred, written and drawn by the same person that did Golden Kamuy, which I'm a pretty big fan of. So I was extremely excited to pick Dogsred up, actually. And I was definitely surprised. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just about an ice skater who some stuff happened, moved to a new town. Now he kind of gets thrown into the world of hockey, ice hockey. And so it's pretty interesting to see how an ice skater kind of is trying to adapt to ice hockey. It's like not completely different. You're obviously still on the ice, but you're thrown into like a whole different game. So it's funny to see, actually, because a lot of the characters look like Golden Kamuy characters. So it's pretty interesting to see. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this looks like that guy from Golden Kamuy. But I definitely would give it a try if you are interested. So next up we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Akane-banashi. So I'm absolutely loving this series. After getting the first volume, I believe I showed that one in the last haul, and I had to pick up more volumes, and I sped through these so quick. I read these like in an instance, basically. The characters just feel so refreshing. I feel like each of them are so unique, and it's drawn so well too, and I just feel like it does a really good job of explaining like what this storytelling is. Like, I feel like with something like this, it's so easy to botch the explanations and stuff, but it does such a good job. And one thing I also love about this is sometimes it depicts, so this form of storytelling is basically a one-person show, and they're playing like different characters. And so I love when one person is performing, when it shows kind of like the characters that they're trying to depict and the story that they're trying to tell. It's just like so good, and the art style and some of the panels in this manga are so crazy. I don't know, this is definitely one of the better mangas that are currently being published, so I would recommend. It's kind of like these types of stories are kind of like, maybe you can categorize them as sports manga in a way, but it's just really good, and I would highly recommend checking out this series if you haven't. I think the 11th volume just came out, so who knows what I'll have in store for the next haul. So these last bits of manga, I actually picked up half off. So I was able to go to a half price books store and all of these were actually $5. Now I would definitely say if you can find a deal like that, I would go for whatever you're collecting. They're gonna be used, but like if they're in good condition and they're half off, then like why not? That's like a huge money saver. So this first one that I picked up is Blood on the Tracks. Now I had read this before already, and this was actually one of the library pickups that I had gotten. And it's kind of like a psychological horror. It's really good. It's probably one of my favorite horror mangas of all time, actually. So I'm definitely gonna pick up this series whenever I see it. Maybe I can get it at more discounts, but we'll see. It is finished at 17 volumes, but I only got the first one. I think they only had the first one at the store, so. So this last stack of books is all Attack on Titan, and I got all of these for $5 each. And this was such a steal because I've been collecting Attack on Titan for a while. I actually haven't bought Attack on Titan in a while, so when I saw these, I was kind of like, wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna pick a lot. Like, I didn't have any of these, and so that definitely fills in a lot of my collection. So this is like the later half towards the end of this series. So I got the last volume up through, what is it, like 29? So 7 volumes for $5 each. That is absolutely insane. So I'm still missing, I don't think this had volume 31, so I'm missing 19 through 28, and then volume 31 still, which I will definitely pick those up eventually, hopefully soon. I'd like to complete this series as I've been collecting it for a while, but yeah, I don't know. I was extremely happy to pick these up. And they're in fairly good condition too. Like, just because a book is used doesn't mean it's gonna be in horrible condition. They do have like a couple of gashes here and there. Nothing like major though that would throw me off from buying them. So yeah, this was absolutely incredible pickup. Yeah, that's actually it for today's haul. It was pretty short and sweet. I got a lot of it at a discount, which is nice. If you can find anywhere that sells discounted books, I would highly recommend going to those, or even like on some online stores have discounted manga volumes. So that's one good way to get cheap volumes. I know there's a lot of sales just on mainstream stores too. So I would highly recommend checking those deals out whenever you can. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you've been picking up recently, what you've been reading. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, this world is cruel, but at least we have manga.